Hello, everybody. What is going on? What is going on? I hit my glasses. What is going on, my beautiful rebellion? It is your tiny rebellious leader, and welcome back to another drawing stream. You like my cozy fit? It's a Mickey Mouse jacket. Maybe it's like a varsity jacket. No, that's a lie. It's a really comfy jacket that's Mickey Mouse themed. And I'm wearing my Ben Schwartz and Friends shirt that I got from the comedy show. I feel very cozy. Anyways, I think I might have said this, but I already forgot if I said it or not. We're back at it today with another drawing stream, continuing the Amara stream. Also, welcome to the time of the year. I might have made this joke before. Welcome to the time of the year where Rebel is going to be busy and not streaming as much because of because it's the holidays now. As soon as you reach fall, bam, you got a holiday. Every month, like 3 to 4 months in a row. You got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got New Year's. And I'm busy. It's fun, isn't it? It's great. Let's see. Thinking about things. I actually did take a nice, lovely break, during this weekend, to kind of reset myself, and that way of resetting was playing Power Wash Simulator. There's something that just gave me all the dopamine of just playing a game where I don't have to think about the game itself, and then I can listen to the over 112 watch later videos I have saved. There's an appeal to that. Granted, the problem is that I got so hyper-fixated on it, in a sense, that I completely neglected other responsibilities for the most part. So I do need to catch up on all of that. Yikes. I'm gonna try not to let it get to me during the week. Excuse me, I need to have some sense of control. Because if I don't, I'm screwed. I still have things to do. Life to live, excuse me. Also, next week is my birthday. I am turning 23 years old. Oh my god. That's insane. I am turning 23 years old. That's crazy. I might try to do a birthday stream for once. Like a birthday stream that's held on my birthday. On my birthday. Because it's on a Tuesday, and there's like literally nothing for me to do that night. Like, everyone else is gonna be busy with their lives on a Tuesday. So I might try to do a birthday stream. I don't know what I'll do. I might try to invite friends onto the stream and be like, it's my birthday, you gotta show up. But for the most part, I got nothing. I'll update the Discord. You should join the Discord. And update here next week. Perhaps. Just keep an eye out. Other random shit. I found this really cute candle when I was grocery shopping last week, and I forgot to show you guys. Look at this. I know this is completely random, and I do need to get to the drawing, of course, but look at this candle. It's a coffee mug. Like a coffee cup. And it looks like coffee. And it has little coffee beans. A part of me just said... A part of my brain just told me to eat it. To eat the coffee beans. We're not gonna do that. Those are the gremlin thoughts. And we don't listen to the gremlin thoughts. But this is really cute. And I am too scared to light it. Just because of how cute it is. It's so cute. And then when I showed it to my roommate, they're like, well, when it's done, you'll have a cup. I didn't think of that. Oh my god. But this is good. Appreciate the little things in life. I have something that looks like coffee Maybe I could use it for a bit and be like, this is my coffee. Anyways, we're gonna stream now. We're actually going to stream. Let me just pull up the drawing. As you can clearly see, there is an update off screen. I decided to draw out the barrel that she's standing. Well, okay, actually, I finally thought, or sorry, let me also rephrase that. Let me scratch it out again a second time. I asked my good friend Fred, I don't know what to put as like an object for Amara to put a boot on, and then they suggested a sideways barrel, and I went, you're a genius. And so I drew up a barrel. And I'm decided that I feel like with an idea that I'm going for, we're not going to do the bright blue sky, which is such a shame because that looks really good. That's the best sky I've ever drawn, and I'm disappointed in that. I am currently turning up the music to make sure that people can hear, and we will then get into it. Give me a second, I gotta make sure. Hold on, I know this is the part that kinda... It's the Baldur's Gate 3 and... What is it, Divinity? Oh, yeah, Divinity ambiance. So if you hear seagulls, you're not crazy. Those are seagulls. We're gonna put it at like 21. Okay. Now we can begin with the drawing as I kind of talk about... I'm gonna turn it down for me. So that means I gotta turn it up for you. Alright. Actually, we're doing fine. Okay. That's good. Alright. I promise. For realsies, this is where we're at, okay? Alright. We're going to begin as I talk about Lamara. I talk about my girl. My lovely, lovely lady, whomst I love so much. I love her so much. I'm gonna try to figure out what background I need while I sketch out the barrel. Because, yeah, because I have an idea, and I need it to be mood lighting, and the lighting that, I am currently, like, the lighting is not what I have in mind. Well, I want moodier lighting, darker lighting. Sorry, I'm looking at pictures of barrels. Don't mind me. I'm looking at pictures of barrels. So I can... Maybe I'll... but I want there to be some sort of drastic lighting for, everything, because I have an idea on what I want for her. I think I talked about this in the first stream, which is, I kind of want to draw Flameheart behind her, because if this was... that music is loud in my ear. Because if we were going off of the more, if we were... Sometimes, all of a sudden, I can't talk, and I really am annoyed by that right now. If we were going off of the original idea about Flameheart in Ashton Jack's first, like, sort of, design, or whatever, then he would be more like a specter that only she can see, basically. And I kind of want to do that here, sort of like a guard dog, scary guard dog privileges when she doesn't need it. So I like that idea. I want to kind of like draw like the sort of shadowy ghost of Flameheart, like Flameheart's true form behind her, as sort of the scary dog privileges that she really just doesn't need at all. She doesn't need them. She doesn't. Which, when I was like, sort of off thinking about it a while ago, I was like, I like to imagine that, she found the burning blade, and Flameheart appears like a genie. She's like, who are you? What are you doing here? And he's like, well, I want my body back. I've been trapped inside this blade for like 400 years. And she's like, okay, cool. I'm just here to get the sword because I've heard it's like really powerful. And that would greatly benefit me in my quest for power. To strike back at those who treat me like shit. And then some. And he'd be like, okay, cool, well, I can help you with that. But you gotta help me find my body. She's like, sure. While that's happening, yeah, I'll do that. I'm a woman of my word, I'll do that. But, like, you gotta work for me until the time being. Don't worry, I'll make sure that this is fair on both of our ends, but yeah. And there's no, like, body or mind possession because that'd be weird. And then she establishes herself as a fearsome captain, pirate queen. Badass. And he's kind of like her secret advisor. Sort of like the devil on her shoulder. That nobody else can see. Because they can't. Unless if given permission by her and him. You can't see him. I like to think that maybe you might, but it's like a trick of the eye. Like, you're just like you take a look, and there's just like this looming, menacing skeleton figure with a large beard looming behind Amara, and you're like, whoa! And you rub your eyes. It's gone. I like to think of it like that. And she's like, what did you see? Did you see something? You're just like, I thought I saw something. No, you didn't. You didn't see shit. I like to think that only a very select few know of Flameheart's existence. I like that idea. Only a few who are entrusted know who he is. Yeah. I think that's kind of it. So, he, like, helps give her power through the burning blade. And that's kind of how it works. She does, like I said, she is a woman of her word. So she does actually try to continue finding a way to get Flameheart's body back. Because she's like, I made a promise. As much as I might dread the day that we do successfully get your body back, I promised you that. And I don't really want to go back on my word. So, yeah. So I like that idea. See what else. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about and making sure my volume is good. Levels are all good. Sometimes I need to double check on that. Yeah, the levels are fine. I need to make sure of that. Because it would really suck if I went through the editing process later and I'm like, oh no, that was terrible audio. I don't like giving bad content unless if it's on purpose. Like, that's not what I'm here for, you know? So, yes, I do want to make a bit more of a less sunshine on the sea and something else where there's a wall behind her, but I don't want the wall to seem like it's too close. You know what I mean? Because then that will make it feel a bit claustrophobic. At least in my opinion. I feel like it might make the image look a little bit claustrophobic. Or just too close. Not claustrophobic, but too close. I want there to be space. Let there be space in the image. So I might place a wall behind her. Because I do kind of want a wall now. Maybe I just don't have a wall. I don't know. I think I'll like sketch out the image of Flameheart from memory. And see how it looks. See if I really do need a wall. Or I can just move to a different type of sky. We shall see. Okay. Barrel. That's a barrel. That is a barrel. It's a barrel. Okay, so we're going to take away... How many layers do I have? Oh my god. No! Fucking... I hate that. I hate it, okay? I don't like the ads. Cause then they just pop up out of nowhere with no warning, and I'm like, now I have to make a loud noise so nobody hears the advertisement for like for a gym that I don't care about. Like, I don't care. Go away. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna sketch Flameheart behind her. Oh, well. He's already there. I mean, I snapped my fingers and that happened. What are you talking about? I definitely drew that lightning quick, and yeah, you didn't see a thing. So I'm just that good of an artist. Sometimes I like to make you think that my process is slow, when in fact I can just think it into existence. Because I'm just like that, you know? Oh, excuse me. I'm just crazy like that. I'm wild. No. I'm thinking. I'm wondering if it is a good idea to add him. Kinda hesitating now. I'm kinda not feeling it anymore, Mr. Krabs. I'm looking to Pinterest references. I kinda want to change it to a sunset. I'm gonna change it. There's so much shit on my desk. And several liquids. And that's not good. Because that is a dangerous thing. Okay. Barrel colors. Seeing like the paint layers and numbers drives me crazy sometimes. Day. Oh, that's the... Okay, never mind. So what we're going to do is I'm gonna draw... Either I want to draw a more darker sky, or at least like something like maybe a sunset, or I don't know. I got a Discord message. I think it's a spam bot. I think it's a spam bot. There's... That profile picture just sets me off. It don't look right. That ain't... Yeah, that ain't good. So I might either draw a wall, or I will draw a sunset. I'm going to test out both. There's my train of thought. Thank you, me. Thank you for giving that back to me. So... Fiber coal. No references. We go in raw. Fiber coal. You gotcha, orange. As if there ain't enough of that here. There's so much orange already. Like, I don't need more orange. I say there is a sketch called literally orange. Why? I don't know. And then we got some pinks. We got a little bit of pink. What just happened? Oh, wrong layer. I'm so sorry. Got some pinks. Sort of. But also, we got some purple. Bit more perp. Get some perp. There's a lot of perp. And then, because the sky is getting darker, we add some dark. Listen, I'm trying. I think I might take away more of the perp. There's just orange and blue. Then with some white. Or light orange, sorry. And then we're gonna smudge it. We're gonna just take a brush and smudge. Like we know what we're doing. Which we don't. I painted a sunset once. I have already forgotten how it works. Wait, it's literally right there. I have a painting of a boat on the bay with a sunset. I could just use that as reference. I'm not entirely off, I won't lie. I won't lie to you. I'm actually not even looking up at it. I was not entirely off. But I'm gonna now look up at it. See what I can do. It's a little bit of yellow. So there's not really that, like, light orange, actually. Now that I'm looking at it. But more like a light yellow. Because of the sun. We're gonna... And there's, like, this weird teal that exists between the shades. Trust the process, I promise. This will be good, I promise. I think it's actually darker. So there's that. I might make it smaller. Just cause. And now, that actually looks a lot more accurate. Okay. There's accuracy in this one now. Thank God. Yeah, that looks way more accurate. Biblically accurate sunset. I'm gonna smudge. And then it's usually the clouds that are pink and purple. There's no purple in the sky. But yeah, there's usually like this sort of teal transition between the blue and the orange, between like the actual sun setting and the night sky that's incoming. You just learned something today. You're welcome. Who needs school? Biblically accurate sunset. Relatively. Sunset. And I'm going to kind of just copy paste the clouds from this. But instead of having a more daytime ambiance, it's going... The daytime ambiance is going to have a daytime... Instead of looking like the day, it's going to look like the sunset. Ah! I know what I'm doing. Promise you, I know what I'm doing. Okay. So the clouds are a lot pinkish white rather than bluish white. I'm mansplaining. I feel like I'm mansplaining a sunset to people. It's like, So, for those of you that have never seen a sunset, turns out it's pink. No, silly fools. Your feeble little minds cannot comprehend the caliber of my artistry. You just can't fathom it. And so then we add light oranges and dark purples. Like, that's my favorite thing about sunset clouds, is just you get all these pretty pinks and blues and oranges and then purple. Just a purple. It's purple out of nowhere. Well, not entirely out of nowhere, but it's like, hey, I'm purple and I'm here. Hey, purple, what's going on? Purple tends to apply to some of the more thinner clouds. More thinner, that is not grammatically correct. You do need school. I'm thinking, sorry. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It don't look none that bad. I won't lie to you. Could be better, but I'm adding the floor to see if that changes anything. I think the sunset might have to be for another thing. Dang it, I keep drawing good clouds. I keep drawing good backgrounds. Such a shame. I'm gonna still continue the clouds. I'm already working on them. I might as well. Oh, my dear Lord Jesus. Fuck off. I need to find a non-copyright. I'm always, like, trying to find copyright-free YouTube music that doesn't cut to ads. But that tends to be, like, wishful thinking. Sad. That tends to be sad about the fact. Because there's no such thing, you know? Anyways. I'm gonna add some orange. Add some nice dark orange. And a darker pink as well. And up here we're gonna have a bit more of a lighter orange. I think, yeah. Actually, I have done it wrong. With the sunset, the dark part of the clouds will be up here. And then we're going to blur all that. And, hold on, there's something wrong with the audio. Dang it, why do I always have to make good backgrounds? These are really good backgrounds. Why? These are really good. That's not fair. It's not fair that I'm going to completely disregard this one in a second. I'm probably just gonna make like a standard issued background with like wood or brick, and then like add some lantern light instead. What? I'm so mad. I'm actually like, oh my god. This is bothersome to me. 'Cause, like, why is that so good? Why does that look fantastic? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that, Kyle? Step the fuck up. Okay, sorry, I had to quote that because that's funny. Actually, I might try lower. I might do that. Hold on. Yes, I've already added my watermark because why not? I was planning on submitting this to like a whip contest, and then I was like, actually, no, never mind. This is too good to be submitted. I must hide it from the world. But I'm going to smooth up this. I do need to work on rendering the barrel. Then finish rendering her. And figure out if I'm actually going to add flame heart or not. Because a part of me is like, that would be cool to signify the fact that Flameheart is not possessing the body. but still possessing the blade. But also, that's a lot of work. But some part of my brain's like, yeah, but that's a lot of work. I might send a screenshot and be like, hey, yo, friends. What has the hand? He saw. It's okay. So, for those of you that don't know, about, like, an hour ago, more than that, about an hour and 30-something minutes ago, as of this moment, it's like 4:37, I was going up the stairs with, like, my little container of pre-sliced apples, because I was hungry and wanted a snack, and I wasn't paying attention, and I slipped on the stairs and whacked my hand on the wooden banister really hard, and there's a bruise now. It's fine, obviously, I'm drawing now, but in the moment it really hurt, and after it was done hurting, I was like, that's kind of funny. So I made the video. I was just like, guys, laugh at my misfortune. Laugh at how everything bad can be. Laugh at how bad it can all be. Go on. Do it. Laugh. Okay, but yeah, it's doing okay. Thanks for asking. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Send it to a friend and be like, hey, yo, what do you think? Should I go for day, night, or, something else? Because, like, both look cool. And obviously this would be implied that this is on to see, but I want dramatic lighting. I like the sense of dramatics. That's important. To the sense of this absolute bitch right here. She's so dramatic. I think I talked about this last time. When I was driving in the car to someplace. And I had my songs on shuffle. And What's My Name from Descendants 2 popped up. And I was like, oh no, this is such a good Amara song. She was Ashen Amara. That's so smart. And, I was like, she would be this dramatic. Hold on one second. Scooching the mic over, which, I'll continue this conversation in a second. Think is better, or should I create a stone background? Stone/wood. There we go. I need to upload the files. There we go, fixed. Okay, but yes, I was listening to that and I was like, this really fits the, what if Amara became Ashen Amara and took up the Burning Blade, and that would just be the introduction music video, and it would fit her so well. It just makes so much sense. And she would have such a flair for the dramatics. As you can clearly tell, she would be even more dramatic than how she is now in this campaign that I'm playing her in. Like, look at what she's wearing. She would really take the infamy of being a well-known, notorious, and relatively feared pirate. It would go to her head. It would really go to her head. Which, if you guys don't know what song I'm talking about, go look it up. I know it's, like, a Disney song that's, like, in the same caliber of High School Musical, but it slaps. Because it's written by the same guy that... Because the whole movie's directed by the same guy that wrote High School Musical, or whatever. I don't know if he wrote or he just directed, but, like, basically, the guy that directed High School Musical directed the Descendants franchise, and you can kind of see some of the similarities in that. It makes so much sense. They make a good point. Yeah. Sorry, I'm typing up a thing. There we go. I'm explaining to Fred. They're like, depends on what kind of feeling you want to bring to the person who's gonna see it. I'm just like, I just want to display the fact that she is a powerful, dramatic individual. Like, that's the whole point of her. The whole point is she's dramatic. And egotistical. But while we are waiting on that response, I'm going to clean up the rendering. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I'm sorry, sometimes I get distracted. Me, the creator, I get distracted. I just like to think of another idea is that, she not only has, like, a normal crew, but because she has shadow powers, she also has, like, a second crew that's, like, shadows. Twice the work. Ayy. So she has... It's not, like, a grand crew, but, like, she got a good amount of people. Does that make sense? Just to people? Are you picking up what I'm throwing? Are you picking it up? You're picking it. You're picking up what I'm throwing. Hopefully. But now we're going to go in with a bit more refinement. And I'm going to block this all out a bit more. Because sometimes what I like to do, obviously what I've discovered is just completely, like, use an airbrush to completely, like, block out all the shades. And then it just does kind of the gradients for me, like that blur, if I do it right. And then just kind of go in and specify. Like, kind of do a few things. See, adding that little shade right there, in my mind, already better. It's already better. Going to a bit more here. And I'm gonna add a little light to the eyes, of course. But there's that. Bit more. And I'll, like, kind of blend it. Use some blending. Yeah. Because then also when I block out the, shading messily with an airbrush, it can also add that, like, extra curve. Because it's, like, going over the line. I don't know, it's a genius idea. Ooh, I need to fix that line. Speaking of lines, I need to fix that. There we go. All better. So it kind of adds that, like, little... Oh! No. No. That's not what we want to hear. Let's see. I want to kind of... Let me figure out how this is going to work. I might come back in. Oh, hello. Sometimes that happens. Whoops. Oh, the sunset. I have been told the sunset's what's up. Sweet. That's awesome. Wait. If the light is coming from that way... No, it's actually coming from all around. Because I just couldn't make up my mind. Because all of the lighting is good lighting. And fuck you for thinking otherwise. That looks good. A little bit of a here. A little bit of haha here. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm going crazy. I'm fucking crazy. I have a nuclear bomb. If anyone just joined the stream right then, no context. Only the real ones will know what I'm talking about. And that is not actually true. It's not true what I just said. Despite what you might think, that is not true. And what we're going to do is something. Actually, I do want to give an update on the campaign itself, because something really funny happened last session. Trust, it's funny. So, this music is bothering me. It's like it's loud and it's swelled up, and I'm gonna turn that down a little bit for now. There we go. It's essentially, things are happening, and as they always do, but the gang needs to go and travel, to go and, talk to, different people. So, like, in the world setting of this campaign, we're in the northern area of the continent, and there are 8 regions in this northern area, and the whole point of what we're trying to do now is, while we are waiting a month for a new person to be sworn in to represent the northern region from one of those 8 regions, the northern person, like the ruler of the north, while we are waiting for that, we needed to go to all the 8 regions and be like, hey, you with us? Or are you with that country that's trying to overtake everything and cause us problems? So we're doing that. We're trying to figure all that out. Which has been fun, but the problem is, uh-oh, Spaghetti-O! One of Flameheart's enemies from all that long ago. Because remember, he's technically four centuries old. This guy is somehow still alive and is like, it's really weird random person name because Flameheart is under the name Ashton Jack and looks different. He's like, this random pirate somehow managed to get the burning blade off of a corpse that has long since been missing. How strange. I know it's you, you bitch. Here's the head of one of your captains that you knew. And also Amara? Yeah, I know she's here too. Here's the hand of one of her associates. Shipped in a steel box. That's fucked up. So they're both like, oh, this can actually be a problem. He knows we're here. And that's bad. Amara was like, okay, well, first of all, I am very upset at the fact that he got one of my associates. But also at the same time, I'm glad it's not my girlfriend, because for a split second, I thought it was my girlfriend. And then they're both like, actually, my girlfriend would beat the shit out of him first. Because she's a badass. Anyways, essentially, it's, okay, so we gotta get smart, fellas. And we gotta figure out what we gonna do about this whole situation. While we're traveling. Both Flameheart and I need to be very, unrecognizable. Lest we be spotted, because I feel like he's gonna be looking out for us. You know, he's gonna be out on the hunt. That's a problem. Luckily, conveniently, whilst we were in the abyss trying to solve my other character's problem, we came across a military base made by the enemy country. And they had 2 potions that were like blue, pink, and white and smelled like sharks. We found a gender-changing potion. We found 2 gender-bending potions. Sorry, I forgot what the name of the actual potion is called, but it's like potion of shifting sex or something. So like it would change. Fuck off. You basically be gender bent, which is pretty cool. And the player, has been so looking forward to one day be using them. Hopefully it would be used on other people, not Amara, because Amara can shapeshift into Amos, as we all know, which I will get to him in a second. But I was, oh my god, shut up. I don't care. Anyways, which I'm looking forward to, right? I was looking forward to that. I just wasn't expecting it to be my character. I kind of wanted other people to drink the potions. Namely, Flameheart. Because, look, I'm dying to know. Don't judge me. I'm dying to know. And now I know. Now I know. But, it's like, oh, well, we're gonna have to drink these potions to make sure we don't get caught. And we don't look like ourselves. Okay. So, Amara, unsurprisingly, anticlimactically, turns into Amos, which, the party has seen before for a brief second when she shows it off. To the fact that she can turn into a gender-bent version of herself. But apparently, this was for real the first time that they, saw Amos. Because when Amos steps out, the gay character, they're all gay, one of the characters that identifies as gay, starts getting really flustered. Man, is that an ego boost. Listen, I know how to make the men. I know, okay? Listen here, I know it, okay? I know how you all like it. You like the pretty men. And I'm very glad that Amos has received such well reception. Because I truly do love him. I love what I have done to make him. He's pretty cool. I like him. I like my little boy. My special little guy. So, we didn't really get further than that in the session, because, like, when the gender bent potions were consumed, it pretty much was already, like, the end of our time for the day for our session, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, they don't get recognized. Like, hopefully no one is smart enough to be like, hey, those two look like gender bent versions of the people we're looking for. I hope that doesn't happen, but I feel like the DM might make that happen. I don't know, we'll see. It would be funny, though. It would be funny. But then, I might want to make some fan art of female Flameheart. Or, sorry, female Ashton Jack, because Flameheart is possessing the body of Ashton Jack, and, does not look like actual Flameheart, but looks like Ashton Jack. And this motherfucker, the player, decides to name gender bend Ashton Jack Jill. Okay. That's a choice. That's an option you can take. I don't know why I'm being so harsh. I'm just like, get creative. Jill, like, we're trying to be unrecognizable. I say as my gender bent version is Amos. I feel like that's more creative, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just that, you know? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it a little bit, because I think it might be fun. It'll be fun. It's gonna be so much fun! And I'm looking forward to this fun. It's gonna be great. Oh, that's a good arm. It looks like a good arm. Sorry. I haven't even gotten to fixing the highlights. But I can't help but stop and stare and admire her beauty. She's gorgeous. She's so pretty. Oh my god. Like, it's so unfair. Yes. For those of you that don't know who I'm talking about when I speak of Amos, as I've stated, Amos is the gender bent version of Amara. I have drawn I've drawn him twice. Once to be like the reveal of gender bent Amara, and that went well. And then the other time was when I did the black dress trend, albeit extremely late. But that also went really well. And that's kind of it, but I want to draw him more now that we're really getting into the thick of it. And he's going to be in things a lot more. Because now he's permanently there. Because the interesting thing about these gender bent potions is that there is no time limit. There's no time limit. It's not like, oh, within the hour. You know? Within the hour, you shall turn back to what you were before. It's like, no. No, you're that way until you drink another one of those potions. And I'm like, oh goody. This is gonna be so much fun. So we're now going to start rendering the barrel, finally. But, yes. So, Amos will be here for a while. Here for a good time. And also a long time. And a part of me is like, man, I really wish I didn't immediately jump into a character romance with someone. Because the power that I wield as playing Amara and Amos, I have power, okay? You don't understand. But also at the same time, I'm happy that she has a significant other. Don't get me wrong. As much as I'm like, oh man, I'm perfectly happy for her. Like, Yahoo! You finally have. You no longer are thou maidenless. Thou art maidenless. And have no bitches. I'm gonna render the metal in just a second. I should have made the metal band a different layer. That looks like a barrel. A barrel. Oh. I'm having fun. Maybe a little bit of shade here. I don't want to like shade the entire thing, because some of it will be exposed. There we go. That's a barrel. And then I'll smooth it out, later down the line. I think we're doing pretty good on rendering. I'm excited to see what I shall get up to as Amos now. I'm just mainly looking forward to that. Because he's just a bitch. He's just a sneaky little cheeky thing that has this attractiveness. I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh no, go away. Fuck off. Fuck off, advertising. I do not care at all. You bother me so. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That many apologies for that, dear viewers, if you heard that. I'm gonna kind of flesh out this cape a little bit. I'm actually gonna remove the highlights for a second because it's kind of distracting me. And then I'm going to kind of erase a little bit of it. Lighten it up here and there so I can make room for the highlights. I think that's, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, that can work. I'll make it work. And then a little bit of shading here. Over here. Over here. Some more here. I'm trying to not, overshade, even though that is a problem that I deal with. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Get a little bit here. Over here. Because it's hiding within the cape. Shade the gun. Then we have the belt. Then we have the gun. Then we have this hand. We're almost done with the shading part of the rendering. I promise. Then I'll probably upload this, on my regular channel. Be the first video I've uploaded in a very long time on there. Which is kind of sad sometimes. Knowing that I don't post as much. Which I am sorry about that. For anybody who watches that channel, I have so many videos that I need to work on. But just, I've never been given the proper time and energy to do so. And that's kind of frustrating for me, because I don't have the energy to do it as much anymore. And I really hate how I am potentially disappointing people. I know I just kind of got a little bit too real for a second, but like, I really want to go back to making videos when I'm less busy with other stuff. Because I feel like when things lighten up a bit on the workload part of things, I'll probably be more on top of it. Baldur's Gate. I love this song. I'm not actually if people are interested in me doing another Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, I will do it. I'll do it. Oh, that adds a lot more life to the eyes. Huzzah! So now we're going to smudge. Actually, I kind of want to do a bit more to the gun. But now, I'm going to smudge the layers. I just heard the rattling of a car. There's like a Tesla across from me, and I think it like has the prowler sound for like its car thing, and it's just really fucking weird to hear that in the middle of the night. I'll be working on something and I'll just hear spooky. It's really spooky, okay? Listen, shiver me timbers, okay? I am an easily spooked individual. So now we're going to smudge. And then we'll clean up. And then we're going to do the same thing for the highlights. Because that's how it works. Yeah. Sometimes I like doing this type of shading. Because it kind of makes it look cool. Despite the fact that usually, in real life and in actual shading, there's a lot more sharper shadows, but I kind of like the smudge for things like this because it adds a bit more aesthetic. I'm very inconsistent with my rendering and shading. It's kind of funny. I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna render it this way today, and then I'll render it a different way another day. Which is sometimes kind of funny. I'll make the brush smaller in just a second. I really want to get back to streaming more often. That's just a random thought that popped into my brain. But I want to get back to streaming, more than once a week. I think just because of all these responsibilities as an adult. It's like, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do that. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Yeah. It's not looking half bad. Pretty good. We'll clean up the straggles of blended lines in a bit. But currently, I'm going to just smudge out everything. Alright, I need to render the barrel. The barrel metal, sorry, the bands. Oh, I also need to highlight the barrel. I got some highlights. Let's see, what else? Smooth, smooth, smooth. Rapidly smooth it all out. Rapidly smooth it. It is all about the smooth. For this aesthetic at the very least. That's looking pretty good. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. This is looking really good. Sorry, I keep saying it over and over again, because I really like how this is turning out. Like, I'm so proud of it. Looks so great. I'll clean some of that up in a second. It's getting pretty good. Do a little bit of shading here. Yeah. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. 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 Oh goodness, she looks so pretty. I like it. It's cute. And then I'm gonna erase a little bit of that right here. So then I'll resmudge that in a second. But I wanna kind of like fix that up a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna resmudge that. Who's messaging me? Go away. I'm busy. What's my favorite song from Baldur's Gate? One of them. That's good. Give me a second. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I don't know what I love. I keep saying this, but I fucking love the Baldur's Gate 3 soundtrack. It's just, it slaps. Actually, I will not add shading to that because that's gonna, I'm gonna make it glow for a second. I'll get to that, don't worry. Thank you for reminding me. Wait, do I not have? Ugh, I don't have a base. Damn it. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta do a thing. A tedious thing. Don't worry. So what I usually do when I try to make the face of a character, just really quickly. I say really quickly, it is not really quickly. But what I will do is copy each of the separate layers and merge them all down. To a more singular layer. This is kind of a bit of a hassle, but oh well. Yeah, I know my process sometimes takes a long time. There we go. And then we're gonna move that somewhere. Oh, I just made her look a bit spooky. I'm gonna take just a dark color, and I'm just gonna... I forgot. Take that. I'm gonna double check that it's all colored in. There we go. So we have a base. This will help me, like, try to select outside of the lines for stuff. It's kind of important. So that way I can just do that. Sorry, I was... Why did I do that? Okay, anyways. Okay. Then we're going to have the erase button. And, right, I forgot. I do actually need to merge these two layers down. Silly me. Better. So we have now selected thing again. Then we're going to continue erasing all the unnecessary problems that I'm going to have to go in with it. This just saves myself some time. And go in and erase all of this. I think I might change the band on the boots. I'm gonna do that real quick, actually. Give me a second. Color drop. Turn on the shading. Scroll down to boots. Make a darker band. Not that dark. Color. That is not dark enough. That's pretty good. And then we're going to do that. Just so it's distinguishable. I just have that band so it's more distinguishable. Okay. I'm going to erase this shading right here accidentally. Just because it's getting in the way. I need to do a little bit more merging, okay. A little more blending, sorry. Forgot about this part. My bad. Sometimes I forget things. Oops. There we go. So now we have the shading. And now we move on to the highlights. Doesn't look that bad. So we're gonna do the same fucking thing. Yeah. I've given inconsistent shading, which is kind of sad. But that's usually how I do it, unfortunately. What is my art without inconsistent light sources? You know? Oh dear Lord. Okay. There we go. Alright, I meant to also do a little blending on here. Let me see if I can change that real quick. Oh, I accidentally left the thing in general. Whoops. Oop, let me fix that. Let me fix that. Give me a second. There we go. Fixed. I fixed it. Whoops, my bad. My bad, G. So sorry. Okay, back to it. Back to the game. That is a smudge tool. Wrong tool again. Silly me. Got some light here. If I remember my colors correctly. A little bit here. Here. Over here. I feel like this still will be inconsistent as hell. At this point, I don't care. I'm figuring it out. And I will lightly. Yep. There we go. I forgot to blend some areas. Silly me. And a little bit here. I think I did too much shading. I love me some shading. Do there. And here. And a little bit here. And then I tat some up here. And then we're going to do some here. And then I think I'm going to add the lighting here. With something like that. This looking looks like a barrel. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Some shading, some highlights, some highlights. It's all about the highlights. Some highlights. Awesome. Then I'm going to erase some of that shading. Because that's a bit too much. Of course, I'll erase some of the highlights as well. Am I not, I was like, what the hell? Is it not working? No, it's just as per usual, it's on the wrong layer. Silly me. I think, yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now we're going to blend. Do a little blending here. I need to save. Give me a second. My brain was just reminded of the fact that I need to save this document. There was one time when I was drawing and there was like a storm outside. And my brain was telling me, hey, maybe you should save this piece. Just in case the power goes out, because it was looking bad. Then about a millisecond after I had just saved, computer turns off. So I think I might be prophetic sometimes. Or maybe I just have basic common sense. And just some interesting timing for the most part. I think that just might be the case, more or less. I look up because I see my YouTube video is moving, and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, it's the City of Baldur's Gate aesthetics. Of course. I would love to live in a city like Baldur's Gate. So badly. It looks so pretty. Like, if you've never played Baldur's Gate 3, go look it up. That town is gorgeous. I want to go there. I want to go there. I want to go there so badly. Because it looks so beautiful. It looks so pretty. I think if, like, I don't like how things have been rendered, I can always just, or the color, sorry. I was thinking of, like, oh, but if I change the lighting, like, sorry, if I change the fucking, what's the word? The background! There's the word! If I change the background, that means the lighting might have to change. Color, I mean. And I was like, that's okay. That'll be fine. Oh, right. I meant to talk about Amos. Interesting thing about Amos. My brain's all over the place. I'm so sorry. As I had mentioned before, Amos is gender bend Amara, right? But also, and I love him so much. Sorry, it was going off the rails for a second. Amos is basically just gender bend Amara, right? And he's really cool, and awesome, and hot, and awesome and hot. Did I mention hot? Did I mention he's hot? And the fun thing is that, well, Amara is like 6 something, like maybe 6'3". She's kind of that way because she has heels, so her heels give her like a little bit of an extra lift, so she's like 6'3", 6'4" when she's wearing her heels. Thing about Amos, that he's just that height naturally. He don't need no fucking heels. He's literally just that way. His height is naturally that tall. Because I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be fun to have, to do that. I thought it would be fucking hilarious. For just this man who is towering and tall and well built. Like, I feel like I have accidentally made him the definition of a cowboy. Which, oops, sorry, not sorry. Because he is just well built. He, like, I don't know. Like, he can bench press you. Oh my god, I just realized the body type that he might have. He has the body type of Wolfwood from Trigun 1998. Like this big-chested, broad-shouldered man that can bench press you and a slutty little waist. Oh my god. I did not mean for that to happen. Like, I did not just think... I didn't think of that until just now. Wow. Okay, I stunned myself there. Oh my god. I've made something. Oh no. Raggy. Oh boy. I might have created something bad. Like Zoink Scoob. And they said fixins. I thought they meant like fixins on a sandwich. Raggy. Wow, it's one of my favorite memes. It's funny as hell. Okay, so now we're gonna clean this all up a little bit. And then, move on to, rendering that barrel a bit more. And then I will work on the background. Try to be a bit more, with the program on that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna try to smooth all that out. Because that's looking a bit jank to me. And that's the gun. Yeah. That's pretty good. So now, in just a smidgen of a second, I'm gonna clean all this up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's time for the clean. Oh, I was about to like jump at, like no, there's an advertisement. No, it's just changing the scene. My bad. So, yes. All right. I think that's good. Yahoo, she looks so pretty. Holy shit. Oh, and I lied. There's this I gotta deal with. Let me clean this up. There we go. Alright, now go down to the base. We do that. Down. We go back up. Then we erase all the shit. We get rid of it all. You go bye-bye now. So, yeah. That was great. And then I'm gonna scroll back down. Click here, because I forgot that's an option for a split second. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. And I'm going to erase that. Erase here. And we're going to scroll back down. This is a process. And click here. I did not click this. Click out. Click here. Thank you. Dear God. I'm going to scroll back up. And then I'm going to erase. Erase. And bingo boingus boblamo. I can just be done with it. Bing, bing, bang, bam. Rendered. Awesome. That's great. She looks so pretty. I'm gonna save before it gets ruined. Delicious. So now I am slowly losing steam. I think what I'm going to do is label this layer. We are going to go with this as our background. For most likely. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do for the oh dear God, that startled me. Give me a second. There's been, sorry for if you've been hearing a lot of background noise, by the way. There has been some preparation for a trip of my roommate for tomorrow. It has been distracting me like crazy, but there's nothing I can do. I feel like I might have to think about this a little bit more. On background, because something about Flameheart being in the background. But, like, it's something about mixing this type of background, like the open sky, just doesn't fit in my mind. I imagine for the Spectre situation, if I still wanted to go with that, would be more or less like he'd be leering around the corner sort of situation. I don't have the reference pulled up for myself, but like this would be it. What does he look like? Yeah, whatever. Let me just remove this for a second. It would be more along the lines of this. This sort of like spectre thing, I guess. Maybe. And then maybe for like added details, it can be like converging at the blade or something. And then the other thing that I need to think about is with the way that I'm doing the floor implies that we're on a ship. So what would need to happen is that I would need to create a banister. Not drawing a strip. Fuck it, whatever. It's like. Something along the lines of that. That is, something I have, and then I would add texture to the wood. Of course. But currently this is what we've got. And I am trying to figure out, if I should continue with that. And I might continue working on this off stream. I don't know. Seasonal depression, I feel like, is getting to me, or maybe I'm just telling myself that and it's happening. Oh dear God. I don't know. But it's, I feel, oof. But maybe that's just me. So what we're going to do is we are going to kind of add a blur to create a bit of a glow. Hopefully that's noticeable. So we'll have something like this. Yeah. Let me just really quickly send another screenshot to Fred. Un momento. Slapping down some beats. Hell yeah. Oh fuck, I need to add a tail! I forget that Amara has a tail unless if it benefits me. I'm so... Oh my god, I forgot she has a tail. Where the fuck would I put the tail? Everything already looks so visually crowded. What have I done? Okay, well... We'll figure out something. I hate this. So let's sketch out the tail. All that rendering. And I forgot she has a fucking tail. Oops, wrong color. I feel like what we're going to do is just create something here. So there's not much fuss. And I don't have to shit myself. Look at that. The problem solved. I actually genuinely forgot she had a tail. Oh my god. I am dumb as fuck. And now I have to re-render. Fuck my life. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So then we take this layer, move it down, and then what we're going to do for the coat is we're going to erase to the best of our ability. And as well as this little part of the pants. Then we're going to go down to the skin, find a spot that hasn't been completely rendered, or maybe we'll just fucking remove our render piece. Swatch. To just completely go fucking crazy. There we go. She has a tail now. I forgot. I'm so mad at myself that I forgot she had a fucking tail. Because I always remember the horns, I always remember the yellow eyes, and then because I'm not used to constantly drawing tails, it's then like, oh fuck, I forgot the tail. And it's like, again, I only remember when it actually whenever I'm like, it plays an active part in the drawing or whatever. So like, I've, spoiler alert, made a walk cycle of Amara that I haven't posted yet, but it's real. And I remembered the tail because for one, I was rotoscoping. In a more difficult way, because Krita just... You can't just rotoscope, unfortunately. And the tail is a part of the walk cycle, of course, because it is a part of her. So for her, the tail is kind of like constantly swishing when she walks. I do actually want to go into a more in-depth discussion, or like talking about the different ways my characters walk, because it's important to be able to distinguish that So, the character I was rotoscoping as inspiration was Jane Doe from Zenless Zone Zero, a game I've never played. But I saw, like videos of her, and I was like, yeah, that's her. That's who I'm going with. It was just like, oh, I have ideas now. Oh no! Oh no, I've got ideas now. That's terrible. I want to shade down the middle. And we're going to add highlights around the edges. Yup, that's it right there. And then we're gonna smudge and then we're gonna clean. As how all things should be when it comes to art. I'm gonna ease up on the shading a little bit. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Ah. That's better. That's a lot better. Ugh. See? Now I must redo this. Bring you down to here. Put you here. And we're going to just deal with that. And we're going to scroll back up. Then we're going to erase. Erase. It's not like you could see it, but it gives me peace of mind. And bam! Like, there was never a problem to begin with in the first place of the fact that I forgot her tail. Silly, silly, silly me. I feel so stupid sometimes with that. Nice. That was an ordeal, but I genuinely forgot her tail. That's funny. That was kind of funny that I did forget her tail. That is embarrassing to me. Yeah. Sorry, I'm adjusting myself in my chair. I need to get a new chair. I really, really, really need to get a new chair. It's just not looking that good for me. It creaks a lot, in case you surprisingly haven't heard the creaking. That is so fucking creaky. Go. Multiply. Now we're going to add a little bit of that. You want some of this, some of that. And I'll add a little bit of a glow effect I mean, that's not looking so bad. That's not looking so bad. And smudge that. That looks like a really good rendered floor. Background shade. Background highlight. So, mainly, what do I need to figure out? Part of me wants to change the floor. Oop. Thank you. A part of me wants to change the floor or figure out some way to make it make sense. Because currently it doesn't. Let me figure out something. Because I don't want to do... I get that I want this to be like a cool piece. But I also don't want to do too much into it. Because I know it, like, this is the internet. This is algorithm shit. It's not going to do well. Usually it doesn't, so, like... yeah. I might remove this. And then figure out something. I keep staring at it, thinking I'm gonna get an answer and be like, Eureka! I got it! I need to figure it out. I don't want there to be visually too much. I think I might change this to stone. Or something. But stone is harder to render. Because I'm talking about cobblestone. Because it would either take place on the ship or take place on a port. This setting, I mean. I'm putting way too much effort into this. I'm just like, it has to be good. I kind of want to make it a piece of merchandise for me to sell, I won't lie. If it actually does well, I think I actually might turn it into merchandise. Because that might be cool. That might be cool, y'all. I need to look up virtual flame art. So I think I have it. in my references. By picture, I mean a picture of the Flameheart from Sea of Thieves. Because all of this is Sea of Thieves shit. Okay. We'll take a look. Let me look it up. Flameheart Sea of Thieves. Ad break ended. Yahoo! Let's look up images of Flameheart. Fate of Flameheart is in our hands. Oh, there's a 3D model of him out there. That's cool. Oh, thank you for the likes. Hello. It's been kind of slow today. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, I just got... All of a sudden, it was just like, you're tired now. Oh, thanks. I love that. Bestie, I don't know if you know you muted. The music is banging. Okay. For those of you that don't know, I don't know why I am muted on TikTok Live. I have been trying to solve it for ages. Crying sad face. It's why I have a text. I have to click it each time. It's why I have that text to let people know that if they cannot hear me, I am on Twitch. I can't reply. But Bright VA, I know him. I hate how you can't hear me. I don't know why you can't hear me. Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Hey, hello. Gotta wake up, gotta wake up, it's time, Chrissy. I don't like this, Chrissy, wake up. But I know Bright VA from doing a voice acting camp that I was recently in, which was so fun. So, hi. I know you can't hear me. That's why I have the text. I know, like, I do the more horizontal uploads on my VODs of Twitch. I need to figure out what the problem is. I genuinely mean that because I don't know why I am... Wait, can you hear me now? Question. Bright. Are you still there, Bright? You can hear me now? I'm about to throw hands with technology if you can actually hear me. Because I'm about to explain to you why. You can hear me. Okay, so. I gotta pause the music, okay? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I use Streamlabs as my streaming thing, right? It's like OBS. It's almost the exact same thing. I use that for my streaming. And you can do multi-output streaming. That's what I'm doing. So if you go onto my Twitch, you can see that I'm doing horizontal instead of vertical. Because that's what each platform requires, right? The thing is technology, I'm not the best at it, surprisingly, for a voice actor. I have to go to my good friend X to help me out with this stuff. You haven't met him because you haven't been on any of my streams, which is fine. But the thing is, there are these things called sources in Streamlabs for those of you that don't know. And that's how everything looks at the way it is on here. You know, the screen capture, the chat box, the overlay, the webcam. You add it all on there. The PNGs, that's the main thing. You have your scenes, your sources, and your mixer. Scenes is where you put everything. That's how you organize it. And apparently, one of the sources is microphone. And I just now realized that sometimes you can hide things. I remembered that sometimes you can have one thing displaying on your vertical and not your horizontal, and vice versa. So like you can display it only on one. I was like, that might be the case for my microphone. And it was! I don't know why I didn't think of it until now. But that's where we're at. I know, it's terrible. It truly is horrendous. Anyways, welcome, Bright. It's so good to see you. How have you been doing? I wish that you could show up in my Twitch chat. I also need to figure out a way to set up the multi-stream chat. That'll be for later. But how you been? I'm busy drawing my D&D character as a pirate. If she was a pirate. Yeah. But also, I would rely... I'm gonna say this. This is just a PSA in general. TikTok Live permissions are very finicky with me. Because it's... my relationship with TikTok Live. It's a bit of a situation. A bit of a hot and cold, if you will. Because sometimes... 1 week, I'll be able to stream. The next week, I'll set it up, I'll press go live, and it's just like, your permissions were taken away. Please apply again. Okay, wait till you need to apply. Well, alright, I guess I'll only stream on Twitch. And then next week, it'll be like, you don't have your permissions. I'll press the apply for TikTok Live. I'll press it. Immediately approved. I don't know why. That's another thing I need to figure out. So I can consistently stream on here. But I am so sorry for those of you that have joined this stream and have been like, why can't I hear you? Now we all know! No, they don't. I don't know why. I don't know. I genuinely do not know why. I don't just say your live access privileges have been revoked for a couple of days. Please apply. I'll press apply and it'll be like, please wait for approval. And then the next week when I come back to stream again, because I stream weekly, just when I press the approve button, today was one of those weeks where you caught me streaming on live here on TikTok. For those of you that are watching on TikTok. I don't know. Social media is whack. It's very sad that some part of me is quite sad that this is a passion that I want to pursue. As a voice actor. Yes. It's weird, but that's why I'm more reliable with streaming on Twitch. I'm gonna follow the purple app real quick. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hold on. He doesn't want to draw the railings, lol. I don't want to draw these railings that I have to probably sketch. Just ew. Yes, I greatly enjoy people's presence. I'm glad that somebody joined. Oh my god, I've been so lonely forever. You're mine. Just grabs. Sorry, I'm a bit silly. I've been... as much as I love the fall, at the exact same time, seasonal depression hits, and I just get sweepy, and then a bit loopy. It's whack.
Hello!
Oh, thank you for the follow. Who are you? Who is this? I don't know who this brat VA is, but... Hi. Welcome to my little thing. Maybe change it for, like, Rock Road or something, or maybe Dirt or Sand. Oh. That's smart. Thank you, Fred. So we're gonna change the floor to not wood. Despite how... wood. I wish I could chill with you. No! Okay. Welcome. You never saw... You never saw this side of me when we were doing the workshop, because I was trying to be cool. Obviously, I can't really contain my absolute strangeness, but, like, we cool. Oh, thank you. I was trying to, like, be chiller than I normally am. On my streams, I'm a bit unhinged. Just to have a little bit more free reign. But during the workshop that we both took, for those of you that are wondering, I was just trying to be like, I want to be cool. You know, kind of keep to myself and, like, still be a bit quirky, because I can't really help myself. But, you know, impress these people, because these are also voice actors, or aspiring voice actors, and, you know, I want to make a good first impression. Oh my god, I'm such an anime protagonist. I want to make a great first impression on my first day. We had too much to be contained, yeah. The amount of times that I have tried... Okay, random fun fact. I have gone to a lot of different schools in my life. Every single time I went to a new one, I tried to be chiller and not clearly undiagnosed autistic. Failed. I just couldn't. I had to be myself. Because that's what my mom told me to be. And then I got bullied. I got bullied for that. They called me names. They said I was stinky. Oh, I could do sand. A rock road. Rocky road. It's Rocky Road. So yeah. They were so mean to me. They kicked me in the groin and bonked me on the head. Called me a big baby. What is wrong with me? As soon as someone shows up, I'm like, visitors! It's so good to see you! Come in, come in! I haven't had visitors in forever. So we're gonna change the sand now. I need to remember how to draw sand. I think I kind of just did. So we're going to remove these sketch layers. And I'm also going to remove this line. Yeah. It's like, I'm like, hello! I haven't had visitors since 1907. I really don't get much people, which is sad. I'm a Twitch affiliate. Maybe change it for like rock or something. Dirt. Sand. I'm gonna change it to sand. I'm the sand guardian. Guardian of the sand. Poseidon quivers before him. Fuck off! It's actually... Oh, I like these. I like the sand. I'm so weird. It's just like, oh, so, this is getting sober to the fact. By the way, everyone, I have an update on a film that I was in. If you've seen my TikTok, and you saw that I was in give me a second. My brain window shut down for a second. If you have seen a while ago pictures of me on a set playing a dungeon master, I got the film back. And, it's, it's not good. Well, okay, that's kind of a lie. I really don't want to talk bad. I don't mean it when I say it's not good. What I mean is, when I was out and about and I was getting my groceries for the week, I get a message from the director of the film saying, "Hey, finally, the editor's done editing. Here's the film." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm so excited to watch this. This is going to be great." And then, as I was watching it, I was like, something doesn't feel right, if that makes any sense. Like, something doesn't feel okay with how this film has been edited. I want to be very clear before any assumptions are made that the people on set were lovely. I had a joyous time. The other actor that I was working with was also a delight to be with, because he was a nerd. And we just made jokes and talked about stuff, nerdy things. Cause this was a D&D themed, like, this was based around D&D. And so, that was all fine, like, everything was fine. Except the editing. I get the film back, and I'm standing in line to pick up some stuff at the store, and I'm watching it, because it's a short student film, and it doesn't feel right until we get to a line that I was really looking forward to seeing, which is where I do some character voices. And that's when I really felt off about this one thing. What is that thing that I keep alluding to? The thing is that I kept, every time that I was talking, whenever the camera was focused on me, it would cut back to the other actor. Like, almost every single time. I would begin talking while the camera was on me, and then a couple words in, bam, it would cut to the other actor just sitting there listening to me talk, which is fine. Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes that's okay to not have the camera focus on the speaker the whole time. That is completely understandable. I know this. Sometimes that's good. But it felt like I was continuously being visually interrupted. And it kind of ruined the flow of the conversation. So it felt weird. It felt really fucking weird. And when I asked my roommate, who was the writer on this, so they didn't do anything else, they were the writer in this project, and it was a fantastic script. Literally, the script is about how the DM, me, named Katie, was being like, everyone just doesn't commit, and everyone never communicates with me if they're gonna show up or not, and you gotta commit to these things, and and then the other guy was sitting there like, yeah, no, I totally agree, I'm sorry, man. Or sitting there listening, which is fine, that's what he's supposed to do. But when I talked to my roommate about this, they said that the editor was like, I just like his reactions. I just told you what his reactions were. His reactions were he was sitting there, looking like he was listening or looking at his computer. And that was kind of it. This is not me dissing. Let me be very clear. This is not me dissing on the actor and his acting. I'm just saying, with how much it kept cutting back to him all the time, if it doesn't make sense, do you get me? Like, his reasoning for why it kept cutting back to him didn't exactly match up. Like, if this guy's acting and reactions was phenomenal, okay, fine, I'll let it slide a bit more, but you make it sound like it was way better than my acting, which I'm not saying I'm a great actor, I'm just saying, like, does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense here. I need to get back to drawing. I need to focus on this. But there was that, and that felt weird. And it's kind of infuriating to be watching that. And slightly insulting in some regard. Because it feels like I'm not being respected as an actor in being shown at all. Despite the fact that I'm doing most of the talking. What? You don't make any fucking sense. And so I reached out to the director. I'm like, hey, this is great. Except, and I mentioned these things. But I mentioned one thing that I never mentioned to them. And I, said this is, and I mean this. I do mean it when I say this, despite this criticism. I mean it when I say this. This is not a slight on you or, like, in your directing capabilities or the fact that this wasn't enjoyable. It was. I'm just saying the editing is questionable. And they're like, what was it? I don't remember. They were like, you just kept moving in and out of frame a lot. He had more space in his frame. And he's kind of the main character and a couple of other things. And I was like, also that doesn't add up, respectfully. But I never said that. Because that's not good. But it doesn't make sense to me at all. Can you even see that? Can't even fucking see it. Oh. But, what was it? Essentially, hold on, I gotta remember this. But I told my roommate about that, and they're like, that also doesn't make sense because I wrote Katie, or Kate, as more of the main character. The other actor's character isn't really the main character. And so there was that. And how the fact that he had more frame space compared to me, because I, like, from where my head is to this, that is how much frame room that I had. I did not have a lot of room to work with. And also the fact that they remember, and I remembered, that I was, like, moving and gesturing a lot when acting, because my character is frustrated. And they're like, you're moving out of frame a lot. And I went, okay, and I toned it down. Don't know why I was not told even more. Like, you could have told me. Sometimes you don't notice it, but you know what I mean? Does that sometimes you only notice things when you're editing, and I get that, but again, and also, why was I so closely shot when he was, like, all the way over here? Like, he had way more frame space than what I'm showing right now. What is this? So, I have asked for the unedited footage of my solo shots so I can use them in my film reel, because there's nothing I can use in the first place when every single sentence is cutting back to him. And there's really nothing else I can do. I'm genuinely trying not to sound like I am being rude or mean or anything like that of the sorts to these people, because I really did have a fun time on set. I think the problem here was that there was, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. This feels wrong. It felt off and wrong and infuriating. And then apparently when I asked my roommate, like, hey, you were part of the project, why didn't you stand up for this? They're like, well, I did, and then they just kind of ignored me, and then I checked out, and I apologized for not, like, pressing any further, and I'm like, it's fine, there's nothing else that can be done, because what are they gonna do? If they admit that this is actually not a well-edited film, then, they're not gonna go back and re-edit the whole thing. So, at this point, it's just me being like, hey, editors, directors, writers, actors, don't do that. Despite how everyone was a delight and I had a good time, and this was a great story to act out, don't do that. Don't do that. Your visuals should match the story being told. I don't know why I have to tell that to RTF majors. I'm a fucking actor. You know what I mean? I'm being mostly silly on that. I'm trying very hard to not sound like a diva here, because that's not my intention. Because I don't want to be like, these people were absolutely terrible. How do I draw sand? I don't want to seem like, again, I want to reiterate, I know I keep saying this a lot, but I don't want to seem like I am shit-talking. That is not my intention on talking about this. This is like, hey, this thing happened, and, like, if you're in the film and acting industry, please don't do this. There's a lesson to be learned here. But after, being given those reasons, I, didn't press any further, because what good was that going to do? Huh? That wasn't gonna do shit. Just make things worse. Being in these student films has been my way of work. Despite the fact that I'm getting unpaid for them, sadly. But, it's been, I'm looking up references in, by the way. It has been my means of getting experience and work. And I don't want to have, and the way that this has worked is networking. So, it'd be very bad if someone that I worked with was like, hey, don't work with this one actress because she is bad. So, I don't want to come up, like, you get what I'm saying. Oh, dirt. Neat. Draw dirt, maybe. I found references. I am the Sand Guardian, Guardian of the Sand. Poseidon quivers before him. Fuck off! Okay, I found a lot of good references. Pinterest, when it's not being consumed by AI, actually has some good shit. So, yeah. That was recent, so I'm hoping that I can get the footage. I got a message from the director saying, let me see if I can get it back from the editor, because everyone had a different role in the whole thing, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Hopefully he didn't delete that shit, because that would suck a lot for me. I would like to use some of these clips from my film reel, because I have one. I would like to add more. That would be nice. And the thing that I was going to mention earlier is the fact that when I have talked about this issue or shown the film to some people, which, fun fact, I haven't even finished watching it because I can't bring myself to, someone was like, the immediate instinct in my brain was thinking that this was a bit sexist, and I'm like, oh! And then someone else chimed up and said, yeah, me too. And I'm like, oh, I hate that. I hate how that's the impression that we're all getting here. Because the other actor was a dude. Now, I'm not saying that the editor is sexist. Let me be very clear. It's giving vibes. I feel like I'm digging myself a hole talking about this, but also it's just like, yo, don't do this. Like, for the love of God, please learn better. That's all I ask, is that people just learn. Just be nice if people learned. Learn to not do this shit. You know? And then we're gonna make the sand, and we're gonna blend it, as we have done with most things. So, yeah, I mainly talk about these things to tell people that, hey, if this shit is happening to you, stand your ground, be more firm. You, as an actor, your time is worth things. And you put in effort. That effort should not go to waste. That is something genuine. Do not let these things waste your time or efforts into memorizing a script, showing up, and putting it your all, and then for something like this to happen. Does that make sense? I genuinely hope that I'm making sense when I talk about this. Because I really don't want to sound like a continuously negative person when bringing this up. Shit. Come on. What is... Oh, there's that one gap. But I promise, rest assured, I am a delight to be around on set. Because I tend to do what I'm told with vigor. I really do love acting. Despite what I'm saying right now, I greatly enjoy acting. It is why I want to become an actor and why I take on these student films, because truly it is a joy to do these things. All of the things that I do, despite its hardships, are things that I enjoy, and I know I sound happy when I say that, but it is true. I do enjoy voice acting. I do enjoy acting on both the screen, the stage, and everywhere else. I enjoy content creation. I enjoy art, and despite how algorithmically and a bunch of other things that doesn't really ever turn out so great, it's still something that I enjoy and I want to share. It makes me happy. And there's nothing else that I can think of doing with my life. Well, maybe being a marine biologist, but that's neither here nor there. I could have been like an engineer or something. I think I dodged a bullet with that one. But that's just me. I live in a whole family of engineers, and I went, Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna do something else now. Like, that's great and all. Nah. I'm gonna go make silly cartoons. I keep mentioning that all the time. I am very glad I have a supportive family who's willing to help me in many aspects with my endeavors of wanting to do this, because they know that this means a lot to me and that I greatly enjoy it. So I'm very thankful that I have a great supportive family. They won't fully understand it, but they see it gives me joy. It sparks joy, and that's what matters. Add a little bit more white here and there. Sorry, yellow. It's like a tan. Then we're going to blend it. You know, that actually does look like sand. I hate sand. It's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere. Ah, that looks like it's giving. I don't even know how to say that, so that's why I don't even pronounce it in the first place. I'm just like, it looks like that one. What I mean is I don't know how to pronounce the words. I know the name of the movie and franchise. It's Dune. It's called Dune. It's actually kind of a good movie. I will say the pacing is kind of atrocious, slightly in Dune Part 1. I'm not gonna lie, but that's just me being like, when are we gonna get to the good shit? Can we? I'm not gonna lie. I like that Oscar Isaac is here. Don't get me wrong. But I'm looking for the fun to happen. Where's that fun? We're just gonna smudge it all around now. Oh dear God. Ah! It's everywhere! Oh my God! That looks like shit. How did this person do that? Blend with dense watercolor. Okay. What? What the hell? What is this? What is this nonsense? Dear Lord. Oh, I need to add like other colors and hues. I just realized. Whoopsie doodle. I might work on Flameheart off screen. Screen. Let's see what else. Okay. That's sand. I just put colors, confidence in things, and then we shall blend it now with the confidence of stuff. What am I doing? Okay. This is doing something. It's doing a thing. Which is what we want. And then we're going to add like little fleckles. That's not even a word. We're going to pretend like it is. Flecks of, to add texture for sound. And then we're going to smooth it out all the way here and there. Does that look like sand? I feel like it doesn't. I feel like this doesn't look like sand, and I might have to start over. We're gonna start over. We're gonna begin again! And follow a different tutorial on Pinterest. I swear, Pinterest is reliable. Just right now. You know? So we're gonna block out the shapes a bit better. Now that we have a more lighter sand, I am getting a better idea again. Looking at actual beach sand. Listen, I'm still learning these things, okay? Oh, it's doing a manga style of shading. You son of a bitch. You. Oh, you. Okay. So as we back further and further away from the sun, we are going to decrease the sand color. That's a word. I am slowly fucking losing it. We're just gonna pay attention to shadows, you know. The thing you need to do for fucking everything. Yeah. Sand. Awesome. I can't read Japanese. It is unfortunately a Japanese tutorial. Dang it. But we're gonna add little squiggles. Or like little mounds of sand. As if we know what we're doing. Oh. I feel like I've lost it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for people who are bearing witness. I'd like to apologize. I'd like to humbly apologize for how I seem. I assure you I am mildly insane. I can assure you I'm mildly insane. And then we're going to blend. Actually, yes. I swear we will get this done. I want to get this done. I have D&D tarot cards. I have D&D... You know what? No, I'm not going to... Can I redo that? Take it back. Thank you. Actually, JK, we're going to keep it. I have D&D tarot cards I need to work on. Nope. I'm trying to figure out how this works. Going to... I'm gonna... do something. I have a plan. We shall still add texture. Like the little flecks. And then I'm just making this up as I go along. You're just making this up as you go along, dude. Yeah. But I do it brilliantly. We're gonna blend. I'm going to draw some here, some here, some here, some here. Nope, some here. Huzzah! And then I'm going to make it look like this thing is in the sound, even though I probably will not do that good of a job in the first place. Well, that doesn't look correct in the slightest. Actually, that could be something. Anyways, we're gonna blend now. We'll see how it looks. Oh boy. That's too big of a brush. Sort of. Yeah, that looks like sand, I think. I've only drawn sand once before. Yep. Sand. I know what I'm doing. I'll probably add some, like, freckles of dark brown. Nope. Nope, that's not it. Why can't I just have a brush that... Some of these brushes, it's like, you'll do the job just fine. No. Nah. Just add. Okay. 8's looking pretty good. I like this. Oh shit, no. Oh dear God, okay. Just going to select that. And then erase. Because that is an option. Wow, would you look at that? That looks so great. Oh dear, I've made a masterpiece. I think. I think what I'm going to do is also go a little bit up. Go here. And make some sand. Like, curve around. What? Oh, it's the shading. I was like, what the fuck is... What the fuck is going on? I don't know how objects get stuck in sand. I think this is how it goes. And then I'm gonna blend that and try to figure out a way to blend it into the background. Let me see. What the? Oh. Okay. That can look plausible. We're getting somewhere. Oh, hello. Oh, we'll expose a bit more of the highlights. Go back up. I'm working with what I got. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to do a fuck ton of blending. I can't. Oh, nope. Sometimes the program will be a little silly. Oh boy, okay. I'm sorry for not talking that much. I'm just like so focused. There's an ad break. Come on! Thank you. I was being a bit silly. Oh wait, then. Can I just... What? Nope. I'll figure it out. Alright, then we blend this. So much blending. Trying to spread it out so it doesn't look as uneven. Ew, that looks terrible! Oh no. This looks like shit. I was doing the wrong thing. Fuck. There we go. Trying to figure out how to do this. Oh my god, why is this causing so many problems? Okay. I think this might be it. Maybe. I might just ask and see what the opinion is on that. So I think that's fine. We'll work with that. Okay. Oh, I've been streaming for 3 hours. Holy shit. Let me try to figure this out. I gotta draw Flame Heart now. Oh, dear God. Okay. Wait. Delete. Who is messaging me? Goodness God. Okay, so we have the sketch of Flame Heart right here, right? I'm gonna move it here. This is the reference. What I want to do is kind of, again, make it seem like he is emerging. I have the vaguest ideas, right? But, like, not that much otherwise. Because, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good on its own. I don't know, what do other people think? Well, I deal with these incessant amount of messages. Hold on. Why do I get so many things? Go away, Discord messages. Yahoo. Cheers. Alright, cool. Give me a sec. I'm busy. I'm trying to tell Fred that, like, here's what it looks like right now with just the sand and all that nonsense. Okay. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I just realized I'm hungry. Oops. You know, whenever you just realize, like, I've been doing something for a long time and my back hurts and I'm hungry, that's me right now. I'm so sorry. Let me just quickly move over to here. Thank you all so much for watching and watch me realize that once again, I'm not good with technology. Okay, well, tune in next week where I'll probably be streaming on Monday, and then I'll do a birthday stream, and yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Keep an eye out for that, okay? Alright, well, I'm gonna go work on some other stuff because I do need a break from this drawing. Despite the fact that I'm almost done, I do need a break. But again, thank you all for being here, and thank you to the new follower, Bright VA. With that, this is your Tiny Base Leader, signing off. Bye-bye.